God, yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons: The Second Age.
Hello.
Right. So, without further ado, seeing as we're a little bit late starting, let's first of all resolve something that we didn't have a chance to do last week, and I totally forgot to do between weeks. Arya, would you like some experience for last session?
Oh, yeah. I would like some experience bliss.
Would you like to tell me if you can remember what you learned last time?
Oh, fuck me.
Luka,
okay.
you had that amazing moment with Illiran.
I know, I had that amazing moment with Illiran. I guess, yeah, she learned a bit more about Illiran, and she didn't reveal her backstory to him, even though Rob really wanted me to. God, I can't remember anything that happened last session. God. See, this is the problem. I didn't get to watch it again this week.
Yeah, that's
So
alright.
Totally lost.
Well,
But we had this nice conversation where we talked about feels.
indeed.
Which was kind of nice.
I think I gave you guys 150 experience last time, didn't I?
Yep.
So,
believe
yeah,
so.
you
So
can
it's like,
you can have 150
580?
experience as well.
Yeah, it's like 2,580.
Yeah,
Okay.
2580. That's correct.
Yeah. Does Lyra get experience?
No, she levels up with you.
Oh, right.
As you grow, your bond strengthens.
As we grow together
Grow as one.
as one, we are.
See,
Remember who you are.
There's actually a literal song in Lion King 2 called "We Are One," I think. So
Oh god.
there you go.
Yes, I believe so.
Anyway.
Let's move on
Last
to
time, you guys continued on with your attempts to
Save the ship.
save the ship. Yes, you attempt to basically clear the name of Captain Simone and Ariel. On your adventures, you've uncovered various different events and secrets and other things, and you're beginning to suspect that, in fact, Captain Ariel had nothing to do with the events of which she is accused. To the point where, when the summons arrived, you decided that you would defend her in the courtroom, which is where we left ourselves at the end of last session.
I'm gonna need a lot more. I'm gonna need a lot of hand holding again.
Here we go, boys and girls.
And
Hold up. King,
basically,
hold up, Jayla.
the last thing that happened was you guys essentially the prosecution stopped calling its witnesses,
Oh, right, yeah.
and you guys were basically beginning to prepare your counter arguments, your defense arguments, when Lady Yenna basically stands up and says, well, ladies and gentlemen, it is getting quite rapidly towards the evening, and I believe we should take a brief recess until tomorrow, as I have some things myself to take care of. So if you would excuse me, we will break until the next day. So yeah, basically, you guys have a couple of hours of evening to do anything that you want to do before court resumes in the morning. Is there anything that you want to do?
What are we asking people?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
What questions are we asking?
Well, yeah, you can discuss your defense plans for tomorrow.
Because we're calling. Who do we have to call still? We have to call the herbalist
Illiran.
and Illiran.
And we can call Anariel up again, I believe, right, Ferrous?
Yes.
Yes.
You wanted to ask her some more specific questions.
Yes. Which we couldn't do with the cross.
But
Yeah.
we need it in like a different order.
I think that's everyone we were gonna call, right? Because we've already got the Fletcher
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, that's we only had 3.
Yeah. So we're gonna ask the herbalist to describe the potion that we found, and then Was there anything else? I think that was it, right? Like we're gonna ask him
he
to like,
was-
describe what it does and where it comes
Yeah,
from.
and
blah,
Illiran's
blah.
our character witness. So
Yeah.
Illiran has
Yeah.
to just go on about how amazing an Ariel is.
Well, and he also.
In
I
your
think-
experience, he's pretty good at that.
Ah. But wasn't there also like a specific thing we were gonna ask him? Like there was like a specific. Oh, the thing
yeah.
about freaking out about
Safety,
dying.
yeah.
Yeah,
Safety
safety.
thing.
So I
But
think.
I don't know that. Only like Arya knows that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
mean,
didn't I? Okay, I'm
Arya
gonna
has-
assume I told you all that story, so we all know it now in character.
If you decide that you tell them that, then yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna decide to tell him that because after hearing, what's her face's testimony,
Mela.
I think Mela. Sorry, I keep forgetting
What's
her
her
name.
face?
I mean, it's the only name you've written down in your journal.
I know. I keep forgetting it. I think after hearing that story, I think it'd be a good story to have Illiran tell for some context.
Yep.
Yeah. What else were we gonna ask, Simone? Is there anything else?
I don't think we
Hold
had
on.
anything else. Like besides
Hold
just
on.
like the only reason we actually
Check
needed
lawyer's
him was
notes.
to give like a positive image of Illiran and well explain the whole
Other way round, you mean?
you
You want
Yeah.
Illiran to give a positive image of... No.
oh yeah
Right.
I don't that's true.
But yeah,
'Cause
I get what you're
positive image
saying.
will clear up the
Yeah.
what seemingly death threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so with Anaria, we kind of already have some of the information from what the prosecution asked her and our brief cross,
Yep.
quote unquote.
Mhm.
But I was thinking that it would be good to have her clarify on the old connections as much as possible,
Mhm.
and in turn to ask her on what terms did she leave them, because she did say that she left. She told us when we were talking to her when she was still in her cell that she left with unpaid debts. And I think it'd be important to ask if they would know the fletching technique, because we know that they would. But to have her say that
Yeah.
would build upon the idea that it wasn't necessarily her that fired the arrow.
Right. I'm trying to
Right,
think.
If she can explain that she learned it from them, because I assume that's where she learned it from.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sure.
And then I guess we shouldn't bring up the magic thing because it kind of makes her look bad. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
and-
that we found residual magic. Even though she said she didn't feel drained, but I don't know how much weight that would carry in court.
Yeah.
But she doesn't
Well-
use illusion magic.
No, she does.
No,
She has the
does.
ability to.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying we shouldn't bring it up because it makes her look bad.
Also, you
Um,
have no way of proving it.
Yeah.
also
That's
there's no way
true.
of doing it.
The best thing we can do is put Vi up there.
Hi.
Oh lord.
Oh god, can you imagine her being cross-examined by the prosecution? It'd just be awful.
Oh my god.
Why don't you
She'd tell
believe
them-
me?
Should tell them everything.
Oh boy. And then she'd probably start talking.
Cry.
About her quest.
Basically, what would happen is, like, they'd have to stop you and be like, "I'm sorry, but you've been talking for 5 hours straight. There's only been one question."
And it's like you go on about your mom's quest because you get reminded of it. Anyway.
Yeah. Because basically
Prosecution has to call objection to its own statement. Like, is this
Some
relevant?
But yeah, the spin I'm basically gonna take with the closing argument, which
Luka
is
Mike.
Oh, sorry.
Luka Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But the spin is basically nobody saw her shoot the arrow. They only saw her after, that.
The fact. Yeah.
Yeah, after the fact. They arrived after the act had taken place. So nobody knows for sure that it was her who shot it. And we have evidence that the arrows are not only from Anaria, like other people have access to said arrows. A group of said people have some issues with her. Hopefully we can get her to say that. And
The potion, I think, is also
Yeah.
important.
And she was like blacked out for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that she wasn't mentally aware of what was going on.
But also the herbalist will likely say like this is like it blacks you out. You don't really have a lot of, I guess, you're not exactly conscious.
He'll say whatever you put him on the stand to say.
Yeah, I know.
you get him to tell the truth at least.
Yeah.
Remember my crazy question last session?
What crazy
What?
question?
The
What?
crazy arrows question. How many arrows did she leave?
Oh
for
yes,
me?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we
But
also
there's no. Yeah,
What
there's
if
no
we
way.
actually? Yeah, but we could ask her that in the downtime to know the answer, and therefore find out if it's worth bringing up.
But it's
the
not
thing
worth
is-
bringing up because it's her word against. Like it's just her word. That's all we have to go on.
Yeah,
So I don't.
good point.
Mm.
Yeah, there's no basis in fact.
And
Yeah.
there's the chance that if the prosecution finds out, then basically everything just, well, falls apart.
Fair enough.
At least if it isn't, like, if it doesn't match. Or, although I guess if it's true that she shot it, then
Yeah, that also makes her look bad. So we're just not gonna ask that question.
Can't be called to testify on
I
stuff
was
you don't
more
know.
thinking, like, morally than she
That's
did
true.
kill it, or kill him. But then she was under the influence of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, basically our case is that she wasn't aware of what was happening at the time.
Therefore, can't be held responsible.
Yeah.
Well, you guys spend a large portion of the night talking the night away and deciding on what it is that you're going to do. But you do all get a full night's rest.
Whew. I don't think we used any spell slots, so.
No.
I don't think we
No,
used
I don't think
anything.
anybody used
Just talking
anything
to everyone.
during the thing.
It's just all talking.
So much talking.
So much talking. Oh, I need to pull up the list of objections. Crap.
All of you wake up feeling pretty good about yourselves.
It's a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
sign.
You have
Yeah.
a dream.
Oh.
Oh no.
Uh,
You spend the night sort of, well, you spend the first part of your night sort of roughly tossing and turning. And
do I toss and turn in meditative sleep? Is that a thing?
well, emotionally you do,
Okay.
even if you don't do it physically. As basically your as you meditate, your mind is full of memories of your past.
Mhm.
And this whole case has got you filled with a sense of trepidation that you've sort of been trying to black out, but like as you like loosen up your mind ready to rest, it comes cascading down on you. But you after like being troubled by it for a short period, you awake to sort of like see everyone around you because you're all sleeping in the same room. And you sort of you awaken from your meditative rest briefly, and you see everyone around you, and you're sort of like you're reassured by the fact that they're there.
Aw.
And then you go back into your meditation, and you don't dream of anything further, but you did spend a portion of the night troubled by memories of your past. You guys also need to expend 3 gold.
Oh, right.
All of
We
us?
paid in advance.
All
No,
of us?
Anyone.
I think
One
I
of us.
think I think I did that. I think I did that last session. No?
No, we.
That was for the
paid-
But wait,
previous
it's for
evening.
every night.
Um,
I can pay
I'll
for
do-
it this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Grim's like, perfect.
Oh, and also you will need to expend a gold to feed yourselves.
All right, yeah.
That's a gold each.
We should just live on our rations. It's like cheaper.
It's also not as good.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say it's probably pretty
Yeah.
shitty food.
I mean,
Look here, our
yeah.
like having been in the military, you don't
You
you
don't
don't
bitch
care
about
that much.
Yeah, but you
You
also
don't
don't say no to a hot meal.
yeah.
For
I've
gold? No, I would definitely go for the hot fuel.
Right. Yeah, and you guys basically return to the courtroom the next day. And things begin much as they did the previous day, with everybody sat in the courtroom discussing strategy. Once again, the prosecution bench is occupied exclusively by the marshal. He seems to bring nobody else to the table. On your walk up to the hall, actually, as well, you guys notice something that makes you quite happy. It has stopped raining, finally.
Oh, thank God.
Yay!
It's been raining for like 6 days.
3 days.
Whatever.
3 is
Oh,
not
no.
6, Luka.
It's been a long time.
But yes, you guys are basically sat in the hall.
It's a
And
good sign.
if you guys basically have nothing to discuss, once again the doors from the left side room open up again, and the guard says, "Lady Yenna is present. The court is in session."
Can I give an Arya like a little thumbs up?
Yeah. She sees your thumbs up and sort of just nods politely, but doesn't do anything else.
She's like, who's this crazy girl?
She turns to look at you, and she tries to deliberately not look at Ilaran as she does so.
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
Um,
Shit.
Wow.
everybody in the room, roll me perception checks.
Is Lyra in there with me?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, thank Oh, fuck. I love Lyra so much.
Got it.
Okay. V and Kelariis and... Well, I'll explain what Lyra does in a minute. You guys noticed that instead of the regular dresses that Lady Yenna has been wearing like the last few days, you notice that she's dressed a lot more official looking this time. She's got like a I don't know how to describe it. Not quite a robe, but like a long formal outfit, and she walks with like a much more brisk sense of purpose than you've seen her before. She seems like to the glance, she seems like way more focused than you've seen her like the last few days. Arya, as you're watching Lyra sort of like looks quizzically at Lady Yenna as she walks in, but you're not really sure what to make of it. It's just like you make the same connection that it's just like, oh, it's sort of, she's sure in a hurry today. And she stands up on the thing and says, yes, right, where were we?
Is there anything I can insight check out of that? Out of the fact that she seems more focused? Or...
Yeah, go for it. See if you can discern anything from her behavior.
No.
No. The answer to that question is no.
No, she just seems very eager to get started.
Oh dear.
Shall we?
No.
Sure.
Nice musical timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks to music.
The defense leads, so you can call who you want in whatever order.
Kelariis?
Anyone?
Am I? Oh, well, first chair.
It's up to either of you.
Oh, okay. Vondal, do you have a preference?
Potentially the herbalist first?
Okay. Go. Do you want me to?
Preferably.
Okay.
Well then.
Don't you mean no? Go ahead. You could use the practice
Yeah.
in character.
Let's go with that. Yeah. Let's go with that.
I give him this look and stand as is proper and say, Your Honor, we'd like to call the herbalist to stand. Does he have a name? I don't remember if he has a name.
Yes, he does. His name
I don't
is.
I don't think he told us his name is the problem.
No. We never spoke about it, but you know his. You know his name is Melchior Woodsong. So.
Oh.
What is it?
Melchior Woodsong. Melchiar.
Okay. Wood song. Okay, cool.
I will paste it in chat for you. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Melchior Woodsong. Alrighty. Yes. Your Honor, the defense would like to call Melchior Woodsong to the stand.
He is actually sat at the back, so there's no time wasted as he comes up. He stands at the stand and is sworn in.
Okay. I will.
What do they swear on? Is it just like
That's a good question,
They don't do the same. It's don't do this like what we're used to. It's just sort of they stand up and the Lady Yenna basically turns to him and says, "You are aware that this is a court of law and that you are obliged to tell the whole truth to the best of your knowledge." And he basically says, "I do."
Gotcha.
Cool. Okay. Mr. Woodsong, would you mind telling the court what your position is in the town?
I'm the local herbalist.
And how much experience do you have in this position?
Oh, I've been practicing medicine for almost gone 100 years. I retired from full time to become a herbalist about 20 years ago, and I've been dabbling ever since.
Okay, thank you. A question to Ferrous: do they require like actual motion to have an expert witness, or is it just kind of understood that...
it's understood to basically just be what
cool.
you're doing.
Cool. Just wanted to check.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So Mr. Woodsong, trying to think of a word that. Are you aware? There was a substance that was brought to you for examination several days ago. Would you describe it to the court?
Yes, certainly. You did enter this into evidence, so it's like they're not going to complain about it.
Cool.
But yeah, he sort of says the vial that was brought to me was a very unusual compound. I don't usually examine things like this, but the moment my tests began, I knew immediately that the substance was it's a debilitating poison designed to render unconsciousness in a subject.
And what, or where would you likely find the required ingredients for such a substance?
Well, the mushrooms that the substance is created from are quite rare. They're only found in very dark and very damp environments. It takes many years of these conditions for the mushroom to grow, and it tends not to spread too far outside of its areas. But it is primarily found in the Underdark and various other locations deep underground.
And
sorry.
wow. And based on this information, would you have any ideas as to who would likely use such a substance?
Ooh. I believe that calls for speculation.
Wouldn't he know though? If like just he has information to connect to the idea of. I mean, he could say no if he doesn't know.
No, you can argue that, and he'll say, yeah, I do in fact actually know.
Okay.
And he says, yes, it's the distillation process of these mushrooms is requires a great deal of heat and magical aptitude, and almost certainly is produced by dark elves.
Okay. Sorry, scribbling notes very quickly. I believe that is all the questions we have. Thank you, Mr. Woodsong. No more questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
Just back there.
Yeah, the prosecution is going to sort of stand and ask a couple of questions, and he'll say, so you say that this toxin is of originates in the Underdark, correct? Yes, that is correct. So these substances could come from somebody who has contacts in the Underdark. Is that correct? Well, yes, I suppose so. And also, is it not true that the drow who create these poisons also use a similar version of this toxin in a diluted form as a stimulant? And he says, it's very difficult, but yes, you could. At which point the defense the prosecution sort of looks around and says, no more questions. Sits back down.
The fuck?
I'm
I'm so nervous, 'cause I don't
I'm
know what's going on.
genuinely unsure what to make of that.
I mean, I get the case he's trying to make is like, he's like, oh, she probably used it to like hype herself up, which is kind of weird, but okay. Also, if we get an Ariel to say that she left the place with bad terms, I think his argument falls through there.
Yeah.
With the whole like she could get it through them or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we're done with the herbalist, so I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's number 2.
Nice.
Come on,
Vondal?
Ilran.
Ilran, I believe.
Vondal, I believe it best if you take this route of questioning. or
I
this
mean, is
route.
it?
I believe in you.
All
and-
you have to do is ask him about an Ariel, and
And you've
then
had-
get him to tell the story about the threat thing.
Yeah, and you've had more interaction with both Anariel and Illirin, so it'd be best if
Yes, true.
Fair enough.
I believe in you, don't worry.
How many? Kelariis can also whisper you.
I just don't know how to word the questions is my main problem. To
You don't
avoid
have to.
Mr. Marshall over there.
Just do your best. I mean, it's a
Well,
pretty...
You're wanting very specific answers out of these, so
Yeah.
So, oh god.
Just be like, what was
Yeah.
your relationship with Captain Ariel? What was she like as a captain? Blah,
I'm opening a notes document, hang on.
blah.
I'm gonna write these down.
You should write it in your journal.
I'm lazy, I've already got a document open now.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Oh god. So, relation. Okay.
Because it helps that, like, he was her subordinate
Yeah.
at some point. So, I mean, he still is,
And then,
I guess.
what? How do I get him to,
Uh,
how are we getting him to tell that story? What should I actually ask for that?
I think... God, that is a good question.
Ask. I lean forward and say, ask if he has ever been threatened by.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. Or, like, has he ever seen her threaten another recruit? I think that's a good way to lead him into that story. Because then I think he'll know that we want him to talk about that thing that we talked about. I should have told him, damn it. Fuck.
I mean,
Too late.
Too late. Here we are.
Right, so his relationship with Captain Ariel. Has he ever been threatened? Has he seen anyone else get threatened?
What was she like as a commanding officer? 'Cause
ask, maybe have him talk about how he perceived her relationship with her recruits to be,
yeah.
because that might get him to talk about it as well.
Yeah. And if he does talk about it on his own, I mean, we can just ignore that one. So it's fine.
okay.
And be
That
careful.
question is literally there just to prompt him to tell that story.
Right, okay.
And be careful because there's leading questions, so they might call.
Yeah.
You don't tell him what to say, you ask him what things are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're good.
Ready when you are.
Excellent. Okay. Oh, yep, I see people pinging the circle. Everyone's just got pinged.
I know.
Here we go. So, I get to stand up now. Yay. What was his surname again?
Cyanidel.
Oh yeah, there it is. Iloran Cyanidel, what was your relationship with Captain Anariel?
She was my recruiting officer when I first joined the Wild Hunt, and she also served as my drill instructor until I passed my examinations. Well, technically now she is still my superior officer.
What was Captain Anariel like as a commander?
She was
Sorry.
enough. She was the very model of an officer. She was fair in her dealings. She was always helpful, always prepared to sort of help me learn anything that it was that I needed to learn. I generally didn't have any complaints.
And how did you perceive her relation with other recruits?
She could occasionally be how would you phrase this? She could occasionally be quite firm with students, but it was all intended out of good intentions. She always wanted to make sure that we were protected and safe in our learning environment.
Ask him what he means by that.
Oh, yeah. Could you elaborate?
Well, she was always very careful to make sure that we were never put in any danger whilst we were training. Like, for example, we were instructed never to walk in front of another recruit whilst they were doing archery training. We were told to when we practice sparring, we were instructed in the correct way to swing a sword so as not to cause serious injury to our target, but still carrying the same force of blow that would be lethal in combat.
So I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Can I whisper to Vondal?
Yep.
Try and ask him to relate any personal experiences with those sorts of instruction. You know what I'm saying? If he's had personal experiences with her being strict in that manner.
Yeah, I mean, literally, that is the perfect question.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty much exactly what you need to ask right now.
Was she ever harsh in enforcing these rules on you?
Yes. If ever I stepped out of line or did something that she considered dangerous, she would come down on me very quickly and tell me what it was that I'd done wrong.
Slaps her, apparently.
Get her to say specifically, though, or get him to say specifically what she said. Like when he would do
Could
that kind
you
of stuff.
elaborate?
I'm interested as to what it is that you're trying to get him to say here.
I want him to specifically say like, "You'll die if you keep doing that," sort of thing. like exactly what he told me.
Right. Okay. So yeah, he sort of he catches on to what it is that you're. In fact, actually.
Please.
Oh yeah, he gets
please.
that. Yeah. Okay. He
Oh my God.
he catches your drift instantly, and he's like,
Fucking
well,
no.
yeah. She always told me that basically if I wasn't careful, I would be sort of one slip away from death
Perfect.
if we made a mistake.
Out of character. Are we done? Is
Uh,
that all we wanted him to say?
I mean, basically,
I think so.
yeah.
No more questions, Your Honor.
I'm worried what he's gonna say. The prosecution now.
Prosecution comes out.
He was already out.
That's fine.
He's gay.
He's gay. Congratulations.
Private Cyanidol. Sorry, he's Ranger Cyanidol, not Private Cyanidol. Ranger Cyanidol. So, Captain Arya was your recruiting officer and your drill instructor during your time when you were stationed here, correct? Yes, she was. Oh, that's it's quite unusual that that happens. In your time as a recruit here, did Captain Arya ever ask you to do anything you considered unusual? No, not to my knowledge. She never asked you to lie about anything? About more specifically, her absence from your observation sessions?
Where the fuck is this going?
What? I'm worried now, though.
I mean, you can try for hey, I like elbow Vondal and just be like objection relevance, just to try it to
Yeah.
throw him off.
Objection. Relevance?
Speaks to witness credibility. If he's lied before, he might lie now.
That's a dumb
That's
excuse.
a different situation, and he's.
I mean, go ahead, challenge that.
Go, Jayla!
Vondal! Vondal made the objection.
I know.
Oh god, what?
Challenge
Yes,
it.
that was, yeah,
He's arguing it. Challenge him.
God, what did he say?
Lawyer it.
Just, he lied then.
If he lied before, he might lie now.
Yeah,
But
that was a
these are two
different
different
situation.
scenarios.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me persuasion.
Oh dang. Vondal,
Do
don't
it,
fuck
Vondal.
this up.
Come on.
Good,
He's not
good.
very persuasive.
Oh!
Oh, never mind.
Fuck
Never
that.
mind.
Marshall, I'm afraid I must sustain.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Big bada boom.
Oh,
I always say he's apparently not very persuasive, and that I do well on persuasion. I just
Good.
need to keep being a pessimist, and I will win.
Awesome. Good job, boy. You done it.
So proud.
I'm so proud.
The
Yeah.
prosecution backs down and says, "Apologies, my lady."
Ha ha.
Tell me, Ranger
Good job,
Cyanidol,
son.
we've heard about your professional relationship with Captain Niall. What is your personal
no.
relationship with the captain?
I knew this question was coming.
Objection inflammatory.
Ooh. Jayla's just hitting these objections. Like
Vondal.
a boss.
Jayla, can't you do
Oh
it?
god.
I
Yeah,
know
you
because
can
he's
do
the
it,
Oh, fuck.
he's the unless I don't know if they hold that here, but he's the attorney for the witness. So
Yeah, it should be. It should ideally be Vondal objecting.
Okay, well, Vondal can say that.
okay, I can whisper to him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do it.
Objection. That's inflammatory.
Inflammatory based on what?
It's meant to discredit him and cause prejudice against his opinions, or not his opinions, his statements.
Yeah.
Don't say opinions.
Yeah.
It's basically saying you're too close to the witness, therefore you can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
You're trying to invalidate his statements by saying how close he is to the
Implying that they have a
captain.
more implying that they have.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just what you said is fine.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh my god. Oh no!
Damn it.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
God, what?
She looks at Vondal up and down, and then turns to the marshal and says, "Well, as much as I am curious to see where that is going, I am afraid again I must sustain."
Yes!
Yes! Oh shit!
How the fuck?
Oh man.
Everybody, roll me insight.
I thought for sure we were fucking
Oh
done.
my god.
Everybody roll inside.
Oh, well, I rolled shit inside, but whatever.
Eh. Also, I haven't been rolling as Vondal this whole time.
That's fine.
I've only just realised.
Oops.
Does Lyra get insight? No, she doesn't.
No. She doesn't understand human body language.
Man,
Shame.
if I had advantage on that roll,
Uh,
though, look at that 21.
You guys sort of like are quite impressed. The Lady Yenna seems to really be playing hardball today.
For whatever reason.
I think Lady Yenna is very.
Maybe we've convinced her.
I don't think we convinced her. I think it's outside because she was like really nervous, or like she wasn't nervous, but you know she was like, I don't know.
She might have had a spat with the marshal. We don't know.
Yeah. The marshal seems to sort of like he's a little bit surprised. He's sort of like, no more questions, my lady.
Ha ha ha! Bitch,
Sits down.
stand down.
Sit the fuck down!
Get wrecked, biatch!
Roll me perception checks as Ilaran walks back to the bench.
Oh,
Oh, bitch.
Uh,
Spot the shit.
ah, shit!
Oh my god, natural 1 and natural 20. Both in the same.
Arya, as they walk past, you catch a sneaky glance between him and Simone, at which point he turns bright red for half a second.
I mean, none of us saw
She
that.
must live!
Bitch.
Fuck.
I am so in this right now.
I swear to god, Ferrous is just making us roll perception checks so we can make the ship stronger.
God.
That's literally all he's doing at this point. He's trying to wind us up.
Yeah.
I'm so in this. Oh man, we are gonna save this ship, and it's gonna be glorious.
The ship will sail.
Right. Balls in your court again, if you'll pardon the pun.
Oh.
God's sake.
All right. We got one more person, right?
Yep.
Simone.
Okay.
Oh god, what are we asking this time?
Okay. So, bring up her old connections again. There's not really any point in bringing up information that they already brought up when she was on the stand for them. Why is Ferrous typing?
Hold on. Keep
Okay.
talking.
Is Kelariis not allowed to ask questions?
Mm.
Because I
mean,
feel like
because-
just ask the same questions I asked when cross-examining, and that'd be useless.
No. I'm gonna tell you.
Carry on.
Okay. Ask about her connections. Ask her to see if she'll elaborate. Maybe not like specific names. You know, the group
Oh
of
yes.
people that she was probably involved with. Ask her on what terms she left them, and ask her if they would know of the fletching technique that she knows, or even ask her how she knows it, for that matter. Okay. And I think, well, the thing is that I think everything else that we wanted to.
Oh,
ask-
you should also. I'm gonna sit forward and whisper.
Yeah, go ahead.
You should also ask her if she knows what the poison is called. Maybe. I don't know actually. Maybe
That-
don't ask her about that. Because that could end badly for
Yeah,
us.
because that could be. Because they could turn that around on her as well.
Yeah.
About.
Because if she does know, that would be
Yeah.
bad. All right, never
let's
mind then.
bring it up. Yeah, and everything else was brought up in the other time she was on the stand, I think. So That's
when
basically
we
the
cross-examined,
question.
we did ask a lot, but we did ask a lot about the
Yeah.
contacts.
it's just that there were certain things that, well, there were certain things that we couldn't bring up because they weren't brought up in
Yeah.
the prosecution's direct, so we had to do it in ours.
Arya, as you lean back from whispering in Kelariis' ear, you glance up as Simone is taking the stand, and you notice that Lady Yenna is watching Simone very intently.
I'm getting all this information about the judge, and I just don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Because it like
I mean, have you
Well,
tried
no,
whispering to your friends that something is not quite right here?
okay,
I mean, I've
yeah,
already whispered to Arya.
yeah, because V's whisper. Okay, I'm gonna lean forward and be like, "All right, guys, there's something up with the judge. I don't know what it is.
Come get the
But-
fuck over here.
Yeah." So
Okay, I'll scoot over.
I just
she reacted weirdly when
Why are we
When-
whispering?
she reacted weirdly when
No, that was Ilaran whispering to you, saying, "Why are we
Oh.
whispering?"
I'm like leaning back casually so I can hear,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
be super obvious about it.
But I'm like, she reacted weirdly when we talked about assassins and the stimulant. And she's staring at Simone very intently right now. I don't know what to think about all of this, but it's leading somewhere. I just can't make the connection.
We just might have to be really on guard with.
Now that
Arya.
Arya has told me this, can we make an insight check again to look at her, or is that not allowed?
Yeah. can I
Tell
make an
tell me
insight
what
check?
it is that you're trying to work out, and sure.
I want to know why she's reacting this way.
I don't know. Now that I
That's
look,
okay.
now that I know that she's looking at an Arya like that, like, is there anything that I can deduce from the way she's looking?
Roll me to find out. I'm not sure whether you'll find out an intent without so much speaking to her, because you're literally just trying to read body language at this
Yeah.
point, but you can try.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Vondal, you're free to stand up and begin your examination.
I mean, I was not allowed to do it.
However,
I mean, you do have a better relationship with an Ireland
defend.
in theory.
You have a better idea of what questions we're supposed to be asking, and this is much more. This is really important.
I think I have faith in you, but if you really want me to do it,
I really don't have faith in me.
no,
Oh, Cab.
you've been doing great.
Yeah, you did great with
You
I know,
actually
but
did
this-
really, really well. I promise.
This is much more important, and I'd probably just ask the same things I've already asked them.
You did real good. You were all like objection and shit.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
are
when I
doing
get told
really,
to talk
really
to yell
well, I
objection.
promise. I will be here to whisper to you. I believe in you. She's more
I
like
could do the objections.
No,
could
it's
do the
okay.
objections,
I believe in you.
but I would really rather you did it. I do not trust myself. This is a much more important series of questions. Also, I'd probably slightly break down if even one objection is raised, and that will not end well for anybody involved.
Okay.
Are we ready to begin?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Captain Nara is already on the stand. I
Yeah.
begin my questions. Captain Ariel, when you were previously on the stand, you mentioned past connections due to your work. Could you elaborate on these connections for us?
Yes, certainly. What would you like to know?
I would like to know what sort of these connections were with, or these connections were made.
Sorry, say that again. You cut out.
Oh, sorry. What sort of groups these connections were made with?
Well, I had a wide variety of contacts from people inside of the inside of the realm's political organization itself. I had contacts in all major cities, but I presume you'd be more interested in the contacts I had inside of the Underdark.
Yeah.
Yes, the contacts I made whilst in the Underdark were amongst some of the more prominent houses. I basically I was induced into their ranks, and I learned their trades and professions and skills. And as a result, I used those skills in my position as a Shadow Stalker to basically ensure that threats were contained and dealt with in the most appropriate fashion.
And these houses, did you learn your fletching technique from them? Or any one of them in particular?
Yes, I did. House Diller specifically.
Okay, thank you. And you said that these were past connections. You said that these were past connections that you had, implying that you no longer have ties with them. On what ground? No, not grounds. On what terms did you leave, or could you elaborate on the terms that you left them on?
Yes, I did not leave in agreement with the houses. I stole a great deal of secrets from one house in particular in order to further the realm's efforts in preventing the incursions of the Drow into Eravandar. As a result, my name is almost certainly on a list of people to be killed.
List. Sorry. I don't think we need a specific name for those.
I assume you guys who are all sat on the bench are keeping an eye on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me some
I'm
more
kinda
insight
watching-
checks.
I'm watching the judge specifically because I'm like hella suspicious.
Oh, yeah!
Oh,
Nice!
nice!
Okay.
Grim has rolled too.
V and Arya. Yenna is absorbing these details with what can only be described as rapt fascination and a slight smile on her face.
A smile? What?
What?
What the fuck is going on?
Either she is.
I'll just have a really bad.
Oh no.
Like, out of character. This is what I'm thinking. Out of character. Either she is very, like, she is now pretty. Like, we are either we're convincing her, or she's not actually Lady Yenna.
Oh no.
That's also what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking, but I can't say anything because I don't know this.
Oh, you're right. No, that makes sense because if she's acting so strangely,
Is that something your character would deduce?
I think it would be something Arya would deduce.
I
especially
don't
with that
know that.
Magic checks.
Oh, I can't do magic. What? The magic's kinda
Tell
shitty.
me!
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna turn to V. And I'm
I
gonna
have
be
no
like,
further questions, Your Honor. By the way,
I'm gonna be
Okay.
like, Lady Yenna is acting super strange today, and you remember when we met that doppelganger? I'm worried it might be
Yeah.
something like that.
Can I close my eyes and do like a little
Yep, you can certainly do that.
sense? Arcana?
The prosecution sort of like stands up and
Oh,
says,
Nice!
nice.
uh,
So brave!
I'm so scared.
actually, hold on.
No!
Yeah, the prosecution stands up and says, so you, he really doesn't know how to react to, like, the information you've just put on the table.
Ha ha! Suck my dick.
In a good way or a bad way? Probably in a bad way for him.
In a good way, because you've basically just unraveled his
Ha ha!
case.
Oh,
So he's grasping at straws right now.
Yeah, he is.
In
Bitch.
almost, yeah.
fact, you know what?
Ah, left foot.
Yeah, he literally gets up, paces towards it, opens his mouth, says, Do you strike that?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Wow.
Is it no?
oh,
Poor guy. Actually, not poor guy. You're trying to ruin our.
And
fate.
he stands there, and Lady Yenna fixes him with a stare and says, "Is everything all right, Marshal?" And he says, "Yes, my lady. In fact, I think no further questions."
Ha ha!
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah,
all gonna go tip tap here when we figure out that Lady Yenna is not who she is.
I'd like
But-
to stand very quick. Can Simone come back to where we are? Can Anari?
Yes, yeah. She comes back.
Okay.
I'd like to stand and be like, Your Honor, beg my pardon, but could I ask for a brief recess of just a handful or two of minutes before we present closing arguments?
Most certainly.
Thank you.
At which point she basically leaves, and you guys all stand up, and she basically walks out.
Oh, thank God she's gone. I'm so worried.
Please
I-
tell me if I sensed anything.
With your Arcana check, you don't feel like there's no magical presence that you're familiar with.
Oh, fuck.
But you might not be familiar with drow magic or something.
Yeah, but I felt the illusion magic when I was.
But you rolled a natural 20.
No, it wasn't a natural 20, I think.
Oh, well,
It
whatever.
was a 21.
No, no, it was a natural 20.
It was pretty high, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, you still noticed
But still,
that
I'd
magic.
I think I'd still recognize.
Just because you don't feel anything doesn't mean there isn't something going on. Just means
Exactly,
you don't
that's what I'm
feel
worried
anything.
about. Exactly, because you're only familiar with like nature magic and stuff.
Still though.
Well, the regardless of its origin, the nature of weaving magic is very similar.
That's true.
You are limited by what you have experienced of magic in the past, but whatever
I don't
this
know,
is,
I
it
still don't trust her.
you're not feeling these same danger signs that Arya is feeling.
I'm
Certainly not
feeling
on a
danger.
magical level.
I'm
Yeah.
danger.
I saw that she was acting like that. She was like smiling and stuff. But
It
I don't like that.
it
song.
doesn't raise any warning flags with you.
yeah, so Arya asked me to like sense magic, and I'm just like, I don't know, I don't feel anything.
Well, as I noticed this, I ask what's going on.
Lady Yenna is not acting like herself today. She's acting very different to how she's acted any time before now.
How loudly are you talking?
I'm gonna talk in a whisper.
Okay.
Because I'm worried and paranoid.
Yeah,
Um,
let's not let the marshal hear that already.
Yeah, no.
Well, but the thing is that the marshal might also think something different because he did seem surprised earlier when she sustained our objection of the second
Still
one.
though, I don't think I don't know. I think we shouldn't be hurling accusations at Lady
Oh,
Yenna
fair enough.
just yet. Because it's just purely speculation at this point. We have no reason to believe that, I mean, besides our own sight.
Obviously.
And music.
Yeah, mine's crashed, so I had to restart.
Oh.
Carry on though.
But V can't sense any magic. And I'm not sure what else would change her. I don't know. I'm worried. She smiled when Anariel was talking about everything with the assassins, and it just raises a bunch of red
Would I
flags.
be
for
able
me.
I mean,
to
it
go
may
talk
just
to
be
her?
morbid curiosity.
I feel like
Yeah.
it isn't though, because Lady Yenna didn't react this way at all.
Yeah, she was like much more nervous the last time. She was like, I don't know how this works.
Yeah, she was very
Whereas now
nervous.
she's really confident.
Yeah, and it.
Could
don't
I
know.
go find her now during the recess and be like, hey, how's it going?
Don't
Or is
God.
that not allowed?
Do not go alone.
You can try.
Yeah, you're not going alone. Arya's coming with you if you go anywhere. She won't say anything, but she's
God.
coming with you.
I don't think that'll end well, guys. I don't think they'll let you. I don't think they'll let you. There's probably guards where she just went.
Well, the thing is that
Court-wise.
they're also not direct. Well, they kind of are involved in the case because they're aides, sort of, kind of. But
They know they're associated with us.
yeah, I mean, V at the very least can feign ignorance on the rules of the court, but
Yeah,
I don't know if Arya could pass as not
innocent. I
knowing
don't think
the
Arya.
rules of the court. Well,
I
she
don't think
might.
Arya's very innocent.
Maybe you could follow me, but like try to do it stealthily.
Oh god.
Here's where I fail the stealth check and Lady Anna kills you. I mean, I guess we could try that.
I'm gonna go talk to her and try to like shake her hand to see if it isn't an illusion, because like usually you'd feel it if the illusion will be like slightly off, right? If you try to touch her.
If it's disguised self and something isn't, if
I
she's
don't
like
see that.
smaller than she is or something like that, it will. If it's an illusion, you might be able to deduce it like that.
The thing, the thing I was thinking is, do we know about drow illusion magic?
We know illusion magic was used at the very least.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's being used now, and V can detect magic at all.
I also just had a moment of realization when Mello was testifying earlier that I should have called hearsay on the last thing that she said, but oh well. Fuck
I
it,
mean, we
was going
pretty
through
much
my notes.
destroyed the argument anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I could've, like,
you've decimated the poor man.
That's what happens when you try to get in the way of true love.
Wow.
That's just what happens when you try to discredit a witness with really sketchy questions.
Yup. Anyway.
Maybe let's just leave it for now, but like, be ready.
Have you told us this, by the way? Like, us on the bench?
I mean, you only have a few minutes, so decide quickly.
Let's talk about it quickly. So like,
Oh well, yeah.
so
should
like,
definitely
Lady Anna
mention
is acting really weird, especially in comparison.
Wait, didn't we already have that conversation?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not to the guys like in front here.
Oh.
Yeah, not to the guys on the
Oh.
bench, you didn't.
Okay. So let's just, we relay.
Yeah, we relay
She's
everything.
acting weird, and there's no magic that we can detect, blah blah.
I just say like, just be like, be on your guard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we
be
should
on-
all be
be
on.
on your guard. Insight check her at every turn.
Every, like 10 seconds, another insight.
Yep. Alright guys, insight check.
Well, in theory, you can do it once every 6 seconds, but if you don't want to piss me off, then I would suggest.
No.
Every time Lady
Every
Anna
time she says
something.
every
Yeah.
sentence. Insight check every sentence.
Every breath.
single sentence.
No, don't do that, because then
No.
then it'll just go, a dragon swoops in through the window. You're all dead. You're
And we
eventually
all
here.
Wrecked.
It's a Rask, no!
It's the I'm bored of this campaign monster.
It's there are 5,000 cockatrices.
No, not the
Wow.
characters.
That will
We
be
all
one
get-
way to go out, though.
We all get petrified.
Right.
Okay, let's
Right.
let's carry on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm aggressive, like typing notes.
Joe's
There's
So,
a double reason I
Are
called
you
the
going
reset.
or no? Decide
I'm
now.
aggressively googling about closing statements.
No.
I'm gonna take care of it. Don't worry about this. I got this.
Oh, okay.
This
you're
is
gonna
something I can do.
that. Okay.
Go,
Uh,
Jayla.
Arya and V, I need an answer now.
What do you want to do?
You could always just go for a leisurely stroll.
I want to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you. I guess I'll roll stealth and we'll see how that goes.
Oh boy.
Okay. I don't have the corridor drawn up, but basically you walk out into the part of the thing that you've never been into before.
Oh, Melora, goddess of all, please save my ass.
Roll it.
Oh, it's
Okay.
decent.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that mean?
It means you don't know what I just rolled.
I know. Anyway.
V, you walk out and basically you spent like quite a while discussing. So you come across a room that you assume is Lady Anna's chambers, guarded by basically two wild hunt guards with long spears and swords and bows. And they basically bar passage and say, "I'm sorry, miss, we can't let anyone into the ladies' chambers."
Oh, but please, I saw her during the trial, and she seemed almost unwell, and I wanted to check up on her if she was okay.
Roll me deception.
Oh God.
How deceptive is V?
Not very
Of
deceptive.
all people,
Oh,
please.
God.
Sorry, miss, we can't make any exceptions.
I pout.
Pouting a free action.
Intimidation?
Roll me
I think I
one d100.
What?
It's a percent.
Yeah, I know that's a percentile die,
Percentile,
but
yeah.
holy shit.
There's a chance.
31. No,
31.
your pout is ineffective.
Yeah, your pout seems to be ineffective, and you like try and sort of peer, like sort of as you go back down the corridor. You try to see if she comes back out again, and basically like 5 minutes pass and she doesn't seem to come out.
Okay, I've just returned to the thing.
Dang it. Oh,
It's
I just
worth
wanna
a shot.
know.
I'm
It wasn't
surprised
a
anyone
shot.
could turn down that pout.
She's a precious plant child. Let her
The
in.
pout of a tiny puppy.
Right.
Maybe we should
The
have
pout
brought
of
her
a tiny puppy who just wants belly rubs.
Arya,
We
what are
should
you
have brought
doing?
Minimr in. Is there any way? Is there like windows to her room on the outside? Do I know that?
Yes, probably, but they're also above a cliff face because this entire thing is built on top of a
Oh.
mountain. Well, built on top of a rocky outcropping.
So there's no way to like.
Not in the
Yeah.
time you have remaining.
Shit. Okay.
Not even at 50
Shit.
feet.
Oh man, I wish I'd stayed. I could be like, but wait, I have a flying broom.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn.
But I already went back, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, as you guys are doing stuff, basically 10 minutes pass. At which point, Lady Yenna returns to the chambers. She says, like as she's walking in, she says, "I trust that was satisfactory. I hope everybody is prepared to begin again."
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess.
Yes, prosecution is ready as well, Your Honor. And she sort of turns to the prosecution and says, "So, would you like to begin?" At which point he stands up out in front of the crowd, and he basically says, "Well, my lady, we still maintain that hard evidence is sufficient enough to convict Captain and Ariel. We're aware that there have been doubts that have been raised, but we are convinced that the evidence we presented is enough." And turns.
Oh.
That was not very
That was a shitty
convincing.
argument. No, that was a
No,
shitty
I was like, okay.
You're not entirely sure he believes it.
Oh wow.
Right, done.
I'm sorry, but I have a longer closing.
Go for it.
Oh well.
Okay.
Go gadget Kelariis.
Wow.
Go gadget Kelariis.
Okay.
Gadget Kelariis.
Your Honor, as you know, Captains Simone and Ariel is being charged with murder, and the facts of this case are that she was found at the scene of the incident in a state of disorientation, kneeling over the late recruit Pell, who had been killed by a black-fletched arrow. However, no one saw this alleged murder take place, though the prosecution has decided to point the finger at Captain and Ariel. However, the evidence of the trial and the testimonies have shown that the prosecution is unable to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Captain Ariel is indeed guilty of murder. The prosecution's first claim was that the weapon used was Captain Ariel's. However, as we have established here today, nobody saw her fire the arrow or attack the victim in any way. They're basing this claim simply on the fact that the arrow found on the victim's body was fletched in the same way that Anariel's arrows are. However, as testimony has proven both from the Fletcher and Captain Ariel herself, we know that this fletching technique, while rare, is not exclusive to the captain. Due to her connections while working while a shadow stalker, she learned from various drow houses, including the founding house of said technique, that how to do this fletching, and they, of course, would also have access to arrows fletched in this manner. Furthermore, as she stated, she ended these connections on bad terms, and due to her knowledge of how these houses work, has a very real suspicion that she is on a list marked either for death or some other type of ruin to her career. The prosecution also claimed that Anariel was mentally aware of what was happening. However, she herself testified that she has no recollection of the time immediately preceding and during the incident. She only vaguely remembers coming back to consciousness while removing the arrow, and even then was still extremely disoriented. Of course, thanks to the herbalist Mr. Woodsong, we know that there's a chance that this is because of the substance found in a vial on the scene of the incident, which is a debilitating poison designed to render someone unconscious. The mushrooms necessary to create this particular poison are found in the Underdark and other connected areas, and the process to make this is one that uses magic and extreme heat, which is a drought process. Furthermore, we know that Captain Nariel has deep care for her recruits and would not aim to harm any of them, due to testimony of Ranger Cianadel? What's his last name?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. And although recruit Melaleon believes that Captain Ariel was harsh on the recruits, citing previous conversations that she overheard that were threatening in manner, the testimony from Ileran proves that this was out of care for her recruit, never meant to be any sort of threat, only saying that if you step out of line and do things that put yourself in danger, you will die one day because of misfortunes as a result of you making a mistake. In conclusion, Your Honor, we present all of this evidence and testimony to show that the prosecution is unable to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Captain Ariel is indeed guilty of this murder.
Oh my god, Jayla, you just like threw that down.
Yep.
I walked
Throughout this entire thing, she is nodding and smiling.
Don't like that smile though.
As you turn away to walk back to the bench, you hear something you did not expect to hear.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Why is she clapping?
Oh no.
She slow claps you as you walk back to the bench.
What?
Why?
And says, well, you're all very good, aren't you? What an entertaining diversion this has been.
God. Oh no.
Called it.
I'll admit it was fun watching you squirm, Raven. Or should I call you Simone? What is your real name anyway? Oh, it doesn't matter. If you think I'm going to let you slip away this time, you'll be disappointed.
Oh, fuck's sake.
You turn to look at her, and, Simone seems confused. At which point, Lady Anna turns and says, "You don't recognize me under all of this, do you?" At which point, with a snap of her fingers, Lady Anna begins to change in front of your eyes.
Dear.
Oh.
And her skin seems to even change colour, and
Oh
her
my
features
God, it's
change.
the same woman.
It's the
Oh,
same woman.
I put the wrong thing back. Fuck's sake.
Oh no!
There we go.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, it's a fucking drow.
Oh, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
What a surprise!
God damn it.
Yep.
And there is a drow sitting in the chair.
Wow, fuck me.
At which point,
Good.
Simone's, to anyone who is watching, mouth falls open in realization. And she claps again. Oh, now you remember. I can see it in your eyes. I'd put that blade away, Marshal, or I'll snuff out your beloved Lady of the Hall with a word.
Oh,
You see the Marshal in the process of drawing his sword.
Shit, we have to find Lady Anna.
Yes, Raven, I found you. You didn't honestly think your mother would just let you slip away from her like that, did you? She was devastated when you left. Such a terrible coup for House Bainray, finding out his adoptive daughter was little more than a realm spy. How surprised I was when that Delore scout told me he'd found you above ground, strolling about with a wild hunt without a care in the world. Such a fortune to run into you like this, and to think we almost had you executed without even trying. Well now, little sister, you know what you have to do. Come with me, and I promise I won't harm your friends. Well, at least not permanently.
You so much as lay a finger on her, and there's gonna be trouble.
Bold words, Mr. Dwarf, but it seems I have the upper hand here. How are the rest of you reacting to this?
I stand up and ready my spells.
Arya is like gonna move like in front of her, I guess.
Just vaulting over
If you're
walls.
going to advance on her, things are going to happen. So
Okay, well we're not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
I'm
Arya's just
slowly
gonna stand
scooting
up.
over to the edge of the bench.
okay.
Arya's just gonna
I
stand there.
do my best
Okay,
to
good.
kind of like position myself in front of an Ariel, but not like moving forward at all, just kind of like
Yeah, you're sort of
Sideways.
you're protecting her. She by the way is still manacled and has no weapons.
Oh shit.
shit.
What if we fucking done?
We're just gonna have to keep her in cover.
Illiran, save your wife.
Wow.
Christ.
Your future wife.
Future wife. We need to find Lady Yenna, but I
Like,
don't know where.
really- Where?
Lady-
Well, what are you going to do with about the drow in front of you first? Because Simone looks like she's about to do something.
What have you done, you little sneaky ass bitch?
Well, Simone can't,
Whoa!
Simone can't fall
Vondal's angry now.
while chained, so. Well, actually, she probably can't.
She probably can cast spells.
Vondal is angry now.
No, she can't cast spells because
She
her
can't
hands
cast
are-
spells if if they have a somnatic component, because she needs her hands
Okay.
free.
Fine.
But that doesn't prevent her from turning herself in to protect the other people in the room that she
No!
cares about.
No!
I
Not
lay
happening.
a very heavy hand on her shoulder, kind of like trying to communicate with her, don't you dare fucking do it.
Don't do the thing.
Okay. So, in the next 6 seconds, does anyone do anything?
I mean, aside from shout at her, no.
I would like to whisper to Arya.
No.
If you can distract her, I can free Simone.
Can I like? Fuck it. I'm gonna step forward,
Oh.
like to right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna draw my sword.
Okay.
Arya's pissed off.
And
as well
with
now.
that, we move to initiative.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fine.
let's go.
Alright,
It's fighting time.
Select the fucking tokens, guys.
I know it's been a
Fine.
while.
Oh, the classic
No!
zero initiative from
Oh.
Vondal. The ever so classic zero. He's so good at that. Fuck
The
me.
music returns.
Yeah.
It feels good to be in combat again. No more silly talking.
Oh man,
and
look at
argument.
Ilrand. He rolled
Yeah,
a 20.
he didn't. That was
Steal
from last time
against
because I didn't
flesh.
clean it.
Oh.
Let's just ignore my roll.
You guys are so garbage.
You were not prepared for this.
Not really.
God damn it, Arya.
What?
You're
was
just,
gonna
you're
happen
just
anyway.
proving my point. You
It was gonna
reckless
happen anyway.
maniac.
You're a
Reckless. We could have delayed it till we were better prepared, and you've just rushed in.
I don't know how you could have delayed it any longer, because she was
Maybe.
literally
Yeah, me neither.
she was holding all of the cards.
I was also I was also insulting the shit out of her. I don't imagine she likes me very much now.
Rob, how do I roll Lyra's initiative? Oh wait, she moves with me.
Name.
Yeah, she moves.
But yeah, she moves at the same initiative as you. Oh, hang on. Ilaran and Simone both get to re-roll their initiative as well.
Also,
Oh, yeah,
Illiran
they're
doesn't have a
rangers.
name in the turn order.
That's pretty sad.
It's just like,
Oh.
Oh!
his
Oh, there we go.
wife is in danger.
Hang on,
We must
actually.
Protect her.
His senpai is in danger.
Fucking hell.
Senpai.
Senpai noticed me. I got 21 initiative.
There you go. She see his name now.
Are you proud of me?
Right, I can get rid of this list of objections now.
Yep.
Yeah. Mine's
Yeah,
still.
fuck.
No more.
No objections,
arguments,
just smashing.
Man, I'm so
Good.
No
pissed.
more arguments. No more silver tongues. Just steel against flesh.
We
Let's
had
go.
such a good argument. Like
Rumble
we
in the
were
courthouse.
totally gonna win that case, and then
You
fucking
did.
Drow
Yeah, we
had
did
to
win
come
the case.
in here. Ugh.
Because it
I'm
wasn't.
just sad that our plan to like try to like sense the illusion first didn't work.
Yep, same.
So evidently,
It may have
over-
been alter self, in which
So yeah,
case it wouldn't have worked.
evidently.
I'll
I'll
clue you in. It was alter
Lady
self.
Yenna.
Yeah, that's actually that makes sense because she had the same voice. Ah, la, la, la.
Blah, blah, blah.
So basically, what's happened is overnight.
Oh, hang on,
there's
whoops.
been some sort of swap over, and Lady Yenna is in serious danger.
Yep, pretty much.
I rolled it for the wrong token.
Wait,
job.
is it
There
bright
we go.
out? Like, is it really bright in here?
It is not bright enough for her to be affected by dark
Damn it.
sunlight sensitivity now.
Oh, but does
sucks.
anybody have
V has cast or dancing lights, but
I
I
have
make
haven't
it
that's
really
light, which is
bright.
not sunlight.
It's not direct sunlight.
We need to make it really bright in here somehow.
set her on fire.
Okay.
Anybody
do
blow
that.
up the wall?
I can set her on fire, so like, I could
mean-
do that.
Right.
Literally could set her on fire.
It'd be
Okay.
fun.
Oh, she needs her initiative. I totally forgot about that.
Music's so intense.
I know.
Done.
It is pretty intense, yeah.
It's pretty intense.
Ah, she
I'm
rolled.
Oh
gonna-
wow,
I'm
she
gonna
rolled
try-
awfully.
Nice.
I'm gonna test out a new
Um,
spell.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I kind of want to.
So I haven't got a chance to use this yet, and I really want to.
Right. Well, okay, so Arya, as you are moving forwards, you see the person you initially believed to be Lady Yenna raising her hands to basically cast a spell at you, at which point Ilaran's reaction is immediate.
Illiran, don't you
He-
throw yourself in front of me.
Ilaran knows what he's doing.
Hilera, no.
He dashes basically to your side and tries to push you out of the way.
God damn it, Illiran. Why are you
No.
such a fucking idiot?
He's gonna take the hit. Sacrifice
Um,
himself.
He.
Make
honest, this
me
is something
make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
This is something Vondal. This is something Vondal would
Okay.
do if he had a good enough person to save.
He shoves you aside and takes your space.
Dang it!
Ilaran, you crazy
Uh,
lunatic.
As
Nice, like,
as he
tackle
pushes
to
you
the
aside,
ground.
he also draws his bow, but he doesn't have enough actions to take a shot.
Ilaran, you mad maniac. Shoot her.
Fuck's
That's a
sake.
much better way to stop someone casting a spell. Shoot them.
Simone, as her, because she is restrained. Well, she's not fully restrained. She is chained up. She is going to duck backwards under the bar,
Good girl.
and
I was gonna kick a table over and use that as cover.
you can still do that.
You still can.
I could.
It will still help you. She is going to attempt to break out. I can unprivate her character sheet now, basically.
Oh, cool.
I can see all your rolls, by the way, Ferrous. I'm not sure how intentional that is.
For these guys, yes, you should be able to see them. She is not able to slip her bonds.
Mm.
Okay.
If only she had advantage.
Oh yeah.
Look at that! Look at that! +7 to sleight of hand. Holy shit!
I would like to shoot her.
Okay. Shoot her!
Straight up shoot her.
Well, hey, hang on. You had your sword out, so you'll have to drop your sword, or you'll have to put it away.
Can I? How? Would I still have enough action to shoot her?
You could,
Dropped your sword.
if you drop your sword rather than putting it away, you will still have enough to shoot her. If you do not, you will not.
I mean,
You can get up on the table.
Stand on the table.
I mean, those are raised like a couple of feet into the air, so you'd have to make
but
like.
I have double movement, don't I, for the first round?
Do you?
No, that's only
Oh,
if you
wait.
get a surprise
Oh,
round.
that's true. Damn.
No, you have advantage and you have your initiative. You don't have double movement. I think that's just that's a specific brand of.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna drop my sword and
Do some shooting.
do some shooting.
Shooting, shooting, boys.
So as Ilaran
Yeah,
pushes you out of the way to intercept this spell, you sort of like let go of your sword and then unsling the bow from your back.
Yep. I better fucking hit her.
Oh, nice!
shit.
Nice. Natural 20.
Damn, 9 plus
Nice.
7.
Destroy her.
16.
Just like shoot her in the
Oh, hang on.
face.
Did that?
But Luka,
Oh yeah, it did.
but your spell.
My spell. Oh, I can't. I only. I can only use it if I have my sword.
Don't
Right?
you have like the other one?
I don't know how.
Hail of Thorns.
Let me look at Hail of Thorns.
You have a
That's
spell that
it.
you can use with your bow, but you used your bonus action to drop the sword, so
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
just kidding.
And roll the bow.
that's a shame because you roll the highest possible damage on that.
I
But
know.
okay. You basically fire this arrow and it thuds into her chest, and she doesn't appear to actually be wearing any armor. She's still
Ha!
she's not wearing the judge's robe that she was wearing in her disguise. She's just wearing in fact, no, I think is she wearing armor? No, she is literally she's just wearing like a padded shirt and trousers. They look very, like, the clothes she's wearing are very, they look like they're crafted to allow her to move very quietly. Yeah, Kelariis, it's your turn. This is the part where you vault the table.
I know. Can I get?
You'll need to make athletics checks.
Oh,
Your athletics should be pretty
You're
good,
pretty good at
right?
athletics checks.
that is true. Yeah, that is true. Well,
Just don't
yes,
fall flat on your face.
gonna vault the table. So it just
Don't do a cam Buckland.
cool.
Yep,
You.
you vault the table like literally no problem. Like you've been doing this your whole life. Just
I'm not. Oops.
there's a little like Starsky and Hutch skid as you do it.
Can I?
And you need to make another one to get up onto the dais to be next to her if
Oh,
you want. Because like
fuck's
the
sake.
well, if you want to get onto the table, you're gonna have to do 3. I'll do a little outline for where the dais actually is.
Why can't she just walk up the dais? It's not that high.
Apparently.
Because the stairs are on either side. I will draw them in for you now.
Man.
Well, you know what?
And then you'd have to use your movement to go around.
I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna go right here for now. That place that I just can't move to, and I'm just gonna use my breath weapon for now.
Okay.
Lightning.
Where is my breath weapon? Click.
Nice.
The sad rule.
Okay.
Oh wait, I was
but-
like looking up there.
Yeah,
Like,
the athletics one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's just a shame it always rounds down.
So sad.
Oh wow. Now, okay. Yeah, she takes. Oops, I'm drawing on her.
Well done.
Whoops.
She takes like this lightning bolt, and it like she's still sort of staggered from the
The
blast
arrows,
that hit
yeah.
her, and she takes it like full to the like body, and she's like ah.
Good.
At which point
Here we go.
the
Not
spell
good.
that she was casting goes off.
Let's hope this isn't the AoE because we are awfully close together.
It is an AoE.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
No!
Well, rip.
In fact,
Rip in
she
pieces.
is going to target Illaran specifically.
Oh god.
And she is going to target. He drew his bow, didn't he? Yes, she's going to target his bow.
Oh.
Uh,
What spell is it? What's happening?
Yeah, what spell is this?
Oh, I'm worried now.
It's never good when Ferrous is really specific about things, because you
I
know some
know.
shit's about to happen.
Yeah.
okay. Ilran's bow seems to be imbued with what is basically anti-light, and a unnatural darkness fills the circle. Basically, if you're inside the circle, you are basically completely blinded. Dark vision has no effect, and non-magical light cannot illuminate this sphere of darkness that is created.
What circle?
Oh wait, you guys can't see that, can you?
I was like,
No.
I don't.
Yeah, like that circle.
Wait,
Yeah.
that circle.
That-
Such an impressive circle.
That is because you can't see the aura that I've placed on Illiran. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Ah, there it is.
Wait, non-magical light
God.
can't illuminate it.
Non-magical light cannot illuminate it.
But magical light
Magical
could.
light can.
Magical light can.
Wow.
However, let's fade the epic fight music out.
Oh.
Because Yenna basically turns and fixes the area that has just been deprived of all light with a gaze of what can only be described as contempt. And Kelariis, as you watch, her eyes basically her pupils are quite wide, usually because she's used to low light conditions. But they seem to grow to the point where they almost engulf her entire eyes, and her eyes basically turn black.
No.
Shoot him in the eye.
Uh-oh.
It'll go through the eyeball.
That's
'Cause
not
the
good.
It was just a hole.
Summon
What
demon.
the?
What the fuck?
Oh dear, you pissed off powerful drum.
You pissed off a powerful jar mage. Now the gates of the realm of madness have opened, and you are well and truly in for it.
What the fuck?
That's
Well,
a
shit.
great description, but I'm also scared.
Oh god.
Oh, fucking hell.
As you watch, the darkness that has been created seems to writhe and twist.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fucking hell.
As you watch, the shadows coalesce into the form of a shadow demon.
Oh,
Alright,
dear.
Rob, calm down.
That voice. Ew.
Tom, protect us. Praying is a
Those of
fact.
you inside the circle cannot see this.
Oh, great.
Lyra can see it.
Yeah, Lyra just starts barking.
Aggressive.
She can't see it, but she can sense it's there.
Right,
Oh,
which
God.
which would still be enough to set her off.
Yeah.
Wait, so outside the circle we can't see it. Or I can see it.
Well, actually, you guys can't. Nobody can see into the circle, and people who are inside the circle are blind. So this thing basically, if you want to try and attack it, you have disadvantage trying to attack it whilst this shadow exists.
Oh,
Oh, God. We need some magical light in here.
All right.
Up in this
Speaking of which,
magical light.
V, you are completely blinded by a weird lack of light.
A weird lack of light. Okay, can I? Will dancing lights overpower this darkness? Because it is a cantrip.
Make me an Arcana check.
Awkward.
No. The answer is no.
No, the answer is I don't know.
The answer is you don't know.
Okay, let's try it anyway. I cast dancing lights.
You watch the wisps of light dissipate out of your hand and fly up into the air. And one by one you watch them wink out of existence.
Feck!
Oh, fucking hell. It's not magical light, apparently.
Well,
It is magical
but
light, but it's not powerful enough to
cantrip.
pierce the darkness.
God damn it.
Oh dear. Guess I step
Oh,
out of the
actually, wait.
darkness.
Oh, wait,
What?
that's not my turn. It's not my turn. I was gonna ask if I can if that demon counts as a fiend.
You'll have to find out on your turn.
Yeah, that's why.
So is that your turn, V?
No, because that's a cantrip. I mean, I can do a little bit more. Can I step out of the circle?
But what cantrip is it? Is it an action to use?
That's a good question. It probably is. No.
Oh shit.
Hold on. Yeah,
It is an action. So you have a bonus action and your movement left.
Okay. Do I know that the darkness is not here?
Roll me. Roll me an Arcana check. You have no idea. You can try and run.
Good would like to try and run.
Okay.
I don't like the darkness.
Roll me an athletics check.
Oh god. Oh no, that's a flat roll as well. Ah!
9.
9.
9.
How many directions
Also,
are
German
there?
word for no.
There are 8 directions. So I'm going to roll a d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you run blindly 15 feet in this direction, which
Please don't
conveniently
be straightforward.
happens to take you out of the circle.
Oh god!
Yay.
It's
Thank
forward
the
though.
Lord.
Oh boy.
Grim. The area in front of you has just been engulfed in a magical darkness, but everything else in the room you can still see.
I can still see the the drow.
Yes.
From here.
She is obscured by the sphere of darkness, but you can move.
Okay. Let's see. I've got 25 feet, so I will move around the circle.
Yep.
Up to
You
there.
have 30, remember, don't you? Because you're wearing. Oh no, it's
No, that's
Vondal that has
Vondal.
30 because he's wearing the
I-
boots.
Vondal.
Also, Ferrous, I've just realised something.
What?
Does the marshal not get a go?
He does get to go.
Oh, he's not on the thing.
Yeah, he doesn't. He isn't moving in initiative order, but he will get to go. In fact, he'll get to go before you do.
Ah.
Right.
Actually,
Skip
could
roll.
I dash up to the drow?
You'd have to make an athletics check, but you can try. Why don't you just attack him from range? Is my question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what you're good at.
And you just
it's
got your
because
war darts
if the-
buffed.
It's because if she's gonna cast any more spells, usually you get it's like,
Oh yeah, disadvantage if
You're
it's a
close.
targeted spell.
you know. I was thinking if I get in close, then I at least like can provide some disadvantage. But I don't see how he's gonna climb up that thing, so I guess I'll just throw a dart.
Okay.
Come on, dart power.
Nice.
Nice.
Into the mega pupil.
You
Pretty good.
throw a dart out, and it strikes her.
Max damage.
Yeah.
Sad I couldn't roll Hail of Thorns as well.
Yes,
I
it
really
is a
want to
shame.
see that spell in effect.
The Marshal cries out, "Dear gods, we're under attack!" And he is
Good job,
going
dude.
to
Ah,
rapidly
for fuck's- you
run
bitch,
out of the
dude.
room because he is neither armed nor armored.
He has
I
a
mean, that's
sword.
good.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah,
has a sword, but like he's not armored, and he's basically going to get help.
Little bitch.
My little bitch!
He's not a hero.
He's
No.
the marshal.
He's not a hero.
Marshall.
Yeah,
Vondal's a hero. He's a marshal. He should step up his game.
Yeah, this
Yep.
guy needs to get with the program.
This is the thing you need to remember. You guys are exceptional. He is not.
Whatever.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, I already
Right.
knew that, considering we like owned his court case under the ground.
Yeah.
Suck it, Marshall.
Vondal, it's your turn. You are completely
I
blind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think moving out of the darkness is going to be as simple as taking a step to the right.
You can try, and you
I
well,
tried.
yeah, I'll say you can Arcana check to know what she did.
Okay, let's make some checks. Here we go. Flat roll. Oh.
Okay, you know that she targeted some sort of magical light at Ilaran, and that it presumably has a radius.
Can I try and move out of it?
You may certainly try.
How does one try?
Roll me an athletics check. Okay, you step out of the circle in in whichever direction you like, and with as much movement as you like.
Okay,
Yay.
excellent.
Meanwhile, Arya's
Oh, wait.
fucked.
Yeah, Arya, you're pretty fucked.
I've had a crazy idea. Could I have reached Captain Denario from where I was?
Yeah, I'd say you have your bearings enough to know where she was before.
I try and pull her out with me.
Yes. Make me another athletics check.
You roll a 0. You
Do
accidentally
you say anything as you do this?
I'm gonna say, come on, we're getting out of the darkness. We're getting out of here, basically.
Okay. Okay. You grab an Ariel by the shoulders and pull her backwards.
I was gonna say, can I pull her over here to the table?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Okay, you pull her around. Do you do anything else for the rest of your turn?
What would it be to try and knock the table over to make some cover?
I can say I'll say you can use your bonus action that you have left to flip it.
Okay, yeah. Flip the
Okay,
table.
you flip the table.
Love it.
Fuck you and your court case prosecution.
Okay.
It's all over the floor now.
Oh, hang on. That's something I need to do. Is
I was gonna flip the first table, but now it's in shadow, and that's probably not a good idea.
yeah, it doesn't offer you a great deal of cover when you can't even see what you're looking at. There we go. Oh wow, it literally rolled the same initiative as her. Amazing.
Great.
Okay.
Shadow demon.
Iloran. Iloran is completely blind. Oh wow, okay.
Great.
Iloran,
It had to be
in a stroke of brilliance,
Oh.
Oh.
throws his bow as hard as he can across the room.
Oh,
yes!
yes!
Legend!
Smart cookie.
With a natural 20, he throws it basically like all the way across the room.
Oh, what a smart little
Nice.
cookie you are, Illiran.
Imagine if he
Uh,
blinded the drow.
Timoni is so cunning. It's like so much smarter.
hang on.
Wow.
I bet she like swoons too. She's like, oh god. No, I'm kidding.
She doesn't see it.
Yeah, I've dragged her out, and she's like, whoa.
So I need a.
She's so
You need a
smart.
bow
Actually,
project.
not that smart.
We can just draw a circle.
Yeah, no, not a square. I want a circle.
So now we can all see a demon.
Yeah, I will explain that to you guys in a second.
It's like right next to me. I'm just like, ah!
It's like,
Oh, God.
shit.
Also, alright, you forgot to move Lyra.
Oh yes, you did.
I didn't forget to move her. I just chose not to.
Oh,
That was
okay.
actually intentional.
Like a boss.
Okay, there is now a sphere of darkness across the other side of the room.
Over in that corner.
Wow.
No one go there.
But Iloran is now without his bow, so
But he's got hand axes.
he has got hand axes. Yes, as the circle of unlight flies across the room,
Circle of unlight flies away.
you
hilarious
notice
to
that
watch.
some of the shadows remain behind, and they stand in the misty form of a humanoid shape with glowing red eyes, and it seems to morph and twist. And basically, all of as those of you who see it lock eyes with it, you hear. Well, actually, I think everyone's within 120 feet. Yeah, you will. You hear
In a room.
the most sinister laugh you have ever heard echo in the backs of your
Oh.
minds.
Ugh. Wasn't that sinister?
Wow.
I come for your souls.
That was a bit more sinister.
Svani is going to turn to you, Vondal, and says, I need these cuffs off me now. And she's going to attempt to wriggle out of them again. In fact, I'm going to change the music back because this loops really.
I'm just like furiously like clicking through my sheet now. Like, what can I do to get these off?
Oh, okay. So actually,
I don't need to.
Svani manages to basically you grab the cuffs, and she gets her hands around and sort of starts doing something with the mechanism, and she actually manages to pop it off. So the cuffs are off one of her arms, but like they're still sort of like hanging on the other arm.
Well, that's fair enough.
And with that, she basically has nothing on her. So yeah, she's basically going to wait for somebody to either give her something that she can attack with, or
sorry.
do something else.
Oh my god, I've got an idea.
Right.
She's an archer.
Arya. It's very nice breathing into your mic there.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You're so focused on the fight.
Yeah. Oh my god, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you enchant your weapon with Ensnaring Strike.
Oh, I was just checking if that would hit the thingy.
Oh,
the
right,
shadow
okay.
Thing. Would it hit the shadow thingy? Or like, would it affect
roll me
it?
a straight intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh.
You don't know.
See, I'm worried.
You don't know what
anything-
this thing is made up of. You don't
Yeah.
know how it works.
I'm worried it's just gonna be incorporeal, and so anything I hit it with will not affect it. Alright. I am actually going to shoot the lady again, the Lady Drow. And I'm gonna use Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
Because I'm really eager to try that out. Alright, please don't miss. Oh!
Oh my god, Luka!
Yes!
Okay, as her reaction, as she sees this coming towards her, she casts Shield.
Aww.
What a bitch.
However, it doesn't do anything.
Yay!
Yeah.
Bitch.
It increases her armor class, but
Yeah.
She fumbled it.
no, she didn't fumble it. It's just
No, she didn't fumble it. It just
What-
it's a nat 20. It hits regardless.
Yeah.
So she puts up this magical shield, but it just goes straight through the shield.
Like a
How do I
boss.
cast Hail of Thorns?
That's 10 damage.
Yeah, how do you?
Click on it.
You click on Hail of Thorns.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 extra damage.
Can't save.
So she needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh my god, wow, okay. She is not rolling well.
Good. Good.
Serves her right.
Nice.
What you get for messing with the ship.
Also summoning
Mess with the ship.
demon.
you get
Also
wrecked.
summoning demons.
Yeah.
Summoning demons never pays.
Okay,
Imagine if the demon turned on her.
Kelariis, it's your turn.
Okay. First of all, does the demon count as a fiend? This is more for the future than for right this second.
What does your ability tell you?
It tells me. Hold on. I can sense celestials, fiends, and undead within 60 feet.
Celestials, fiends, and undead.
Yeah.
Behind you, you sense a malevolent fiend.
Okay, cool. That's more for the future anyway, so that's fine. I'd like to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on our drow person,
Okay.
her. And I'm going to step up next to her and take a swing.
Okay, okay.
Hold on as I navigate back to the page. Oh,
Swing
wait.
like a boss.
Damn. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
The thing that amazes me that means you rolled 17.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could you imagine if she rolled a natural 20? She's just like cleave her in half.
20
or
down.
something. God.
So it's that, and then
Ooh.
wait, what is? I don't know what Hunter's Mark is.
A d6.
Help me. Okay. So I just
Okay.
do the. Is it just roll d6?
Yeah, just roll d6. Just slash roll 1d6.
Oh, well.
Wow, okay.
That's awkward.
Okay.
Well, whatever.
Still one extra.
Yeah.
You leap up
Still
the
like-
podium, and she turns to face you, and basically the sword in your hand, like, you thrust upwards straight through her chest, and she doesn't have time
Oh.
to protect herself.
God.
Like a boss.
Yeah.
And she is run through.
Fuck you, bitch.
Wow.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, she's dead.
She's
Oh.
dead.
You just ran her through.
As she
Like a kebab.
falls,
Oh.
Would the demon go away?
I don't know if the demon will go or if the dark.
well, basically, all of you in your minds, you hear as if the demon is talking to the drow. Whether or not she can hear is another question. And he says, "No, it is too soon. We had a deal."
Haha.
Suck it, bitch.
And
It's a good thing she's dead. No more spells. Stupid trap mage.
he is basically in his fury.
Uh-oh.
He is furious.
Everybody roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
No.
Oh, shit.
I did good.
I have been rolling so badly today.
You really have.
The shadow demon turns to you, V.
No, no.
And in your head, all you hear is, "You, I can taste your fear. You will sustain me." And he's going to move towards you.
Fuck.
Discussion.
The fuck.
Oh.
Grim
Wow,
hasn't
okay.
rolled yet.
Oh god.
He is basically, he swings at you with his claws. A 12 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
God.
It swings at you, and you move yourself out of the way as it swings at you. As its swing finishes, you notice that the magic circle that was, the sphere of darkness that was glowing, or not glowing,
Doing the opposite of glowing.
doing completely the opposite of glowing. I don't even know what anti-light looks
Unglowing.
like. Begins to dissipate.
Good.
And as the same thing, the shadow demon begins to dissipate.
Hey!
But it is not gone yet.
Dang it. Go
It's
away.
just beginning to dissipate.
Yes, Grim, it's your turn.
How can I make it? No, it's 5 feet out of range. I run over, throw a dart, hope I hit. Good enough. If it hits, I use maneuvering attack.
It does hit.
I maneuver. Oh wait, I should probably also roll damage.
Yeah, roll me the damage.
And I tell V to move.
Okay.
Will it get an
Move,
attack of
you
opportunity?
No, it explicitly says
No.
it does not.
Because I do this, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
So yeah, you can move up to half your movement speed as a reaction.
That's 15 feet. I assume.
Yes.
Lyra's my friend.
Good call.
Lyra.
Okay.
Just hold-
Yeah,
okay.
the shadow demon takes some damage. Your
12
dart breaks through the shadow, and it seems to take an aspect of the shadow with it, but it isn't like it still seems to maintain a large deal of the force. It doesn't seem to quite have had the same effect as you were intending. So, oops. Yeah, physical attacks don't seem to be terribly effective against it. V,
God,
it's
we've
your
come
turn.
across a lot of things that Grim doesn't fight well against. Just he's swinging at everything and it's just going. Oof.
I
You've
need
only
something
encountered
magical.
2 things he can't hit.
That's still a lot considering the amount of things he's tried to take a swing at. Two
will-
is a lot.
Cast magic missile
Okay.
at 2nd level.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No, it isn't.
Took a chunk of HP.
Yeah, your magic missiles seem to blow chunks out of the shadow, although it just seems to swirl and reform. But you do seem to be altering its how together it seems. Vondal.
Right. Okay. So, would it be? I assume it's an action to hand my crossbow to the captain of Arya.
It is. No,
Oh,
sorry. No, it would be a bonus action.
Oh. Oh god. So I wanted to catch. I wanted to cast a spell as well. That's also a bonus action.
I mean,
I'll still do
you can spend your whole action to give it to her, sure.
So I wanted to cast a spell that is a bonus.
Yeah,
action.
that's fine.
Yeah. I'll. That's the thing. So I've got to hand her the bolts as well. She needs the light crossbow and 20 bolts.
Is it in your backpack?
Yeah.
Take your backpack off. Give her the backpack.
Yeah.
Make her use the. So you take a turn to unsling your backpack and hand it to Simone.
Yeah, and I'll say to her, "There's a crossbow in there.
Okay.
I assume you can use it." And I want to cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
But I have to click up. I have to actually. Let's see what it does when I click it. Oh, that's actually.
Oh, yeah, it has an attack, but yeah, no, you summon the spiritual weapon. I think it's like 60 feet away.
Yeah. Can I summon it like next to the demon, basically?
Yeah.
Suddenly a sword appears. That's what we agreed Tom's kind of weapon for that would be, wasn't it? Great sword.
Yes. Yeah, a giant great sword of light literally like appears in front of you, or in front of the demon rather.
I guess it is probably gonna take a swing.
Yep, it gets the swing, so we'll take that as the attack.
Yeah.
It does hit.
Nice. So we have to roll some damage.
Yeah.
Oh, what level? It's 2.
Okay. The sword like cleaves through its form, and like at first you think it's dispersed, but it sort of swirls and reforms.
But as that happens, Vondal's gonna shout, "Get away from her, you villainous bastard!"
Right. Okay.
He's trying insults. He doesn't know if it's working, but he's angry that he tried to hit V.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that.
Elaran is going
Save the
to
Blair child.
recover from the events that have just happened, and he is going to pull the hand axes from his belt, turn basically to this shadow demon and run towards it and make an attack. Well, make several attacks actually. I've closed his character sheet. Where is his character sheet? Apparently it's open somewhere.
Good.
Oh no, there it is. It's just taking a while to load. Attack. Oh wait, yeah. I need to unprivate his character sheets. No longer query whisper. Never whisper. Okay.
Wow.
He does not get the proficiency bonus on this though, so that's only 3 damage. He like swings like quite ineffectually at this this shadowy form.
Is it ineffectual because he's bad at swinging, or is it ineffectual because
It's ineffectual because he's trying to hit a shadow with axes.
Yeah. Simone now has a light crossbow.
Simone now has a light crossbow, which unfortunately she does not have the items for, so I'm basically going to have to improvise.
It's not like Vondal was going to use it. Fucking crossbow.
So it's that's a hit.
Yay.
What is the
Nice.
crossbow's damage? What's the damage
Um,
dice? 1d6, I believe.
Yeah, 1d8 piercing.
1d8.
That's 1d8.
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
Great job,
that's
Simone.
awkward.
The crossbow arrow shoots through the shadow demon, and it basically seems to be like about to dissipate.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Do it, Arya.
Run
Do
out. Final blow.
Just
And,
do it.
Gonna hit him. A sword. Nice.
Oh my
Nice.
god, your rolls are amazing.
Oh, these rolls are killing me today.
Oh, never
Yep.
mind. It's
Your
going so well.
your blade like just passes through the shadow demon, and like as you cut through the last of like the mist, you feel like you almost hit something solid, and it's like you've hit a rope or a thread or something. And like, but your string just continues through, and you feel it snap, and with that the mists just swirl out of existence,
Haha.
and the shadow demon disappears.
We
Oh, I
took no damage.
I also forgot he got a turn.
Yeah.
He left.
Damn.
Yes.
We are so good.
It was close for me, though, fuck.
I know, I was
Da-da-da.
for a second there.
Vondal's gonna run straight over to me and make sure she's okay.
Okay.
He's
Oh.
panicked that the demon tried to kill her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This thing like literally disappears into thin air.
Well, actually,
I
I'm
love
gonna
how you
go
ran over
and
to
inspect the
Lyra,
drow.
of all things. To
Look, I
protect
only have
you.
15 feet of movement.
Yep.
15 feet of movement straight away from where the demon was.
Well, you
Yeah.
ducked under like
Toward that.
you ran towards the bar that's like splitting up the center of the room. And you sort of ducked underneath it, and there was a dog there, and you were like, "Dog."
Dog.
Doggy.
Right.
I guess we should ask: is there anything on the drow body?
Yeah.
Mm,
You're gonna immediately like examine the corpse of this drow woman.
well, look,
Now
we're
the
missing a
whole
person
thing.
still. Like,
Yeah,
Me
that's
we've
and
true.
got to
Vondal are,
get
like
this
having a
action.
hug.
Aw.
As
Hug.
you take in the
The real
stock
audio.
of the scene, my music stopped playing again. I think it has.
Yeah, it's not playing for everybody.
Oh no, there we go. It's just super quiet. Yeah, basically, like as the swirl of combat subsides, like almost sympathetically, the sun seems to like brighten up through the window, and like it illuminates this fallen drow on the dais, and she's basically lying there with quite a stunned expression on her face, with two very heavy arrows like sort of sticking into her chest, and there's one of your war darts is like embedded in her arm, and she's like very rapidly leaving a pool of very dark blood on the otherwise beautiful wooden dais.
Don't forget the giant hole through her chest.
That's what's
Well,
causing the bleeding.
Where a sword of vengeance was
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
forgot about the sword of
vengeance through
like,
the chest.
stuck out of her.
And like as you sort of stand over here, you like you realize that actually like at like now that she's not sort of scowling and snarling at you, she's actually fairly pretty for a drow woman.
Damn
Why
it,
is
Grim.
this relevant?
Because it's Grim. He likes taller ladies.
That's true.
It's
I forgot it was
It-
Grim.
it's relevant because suddenly you're like this moment of silence has given you clarity on the matter. Merely taking in the scene. But no, like you just like in perhaps another life she would have been beautiful. And basically, like as you look her over, you notice that other than her light clothing, she doesn't seem to be carrying anything other than basically she had lying sort of like at the underneath the dais is like a quarterstaff that like you're not sure if she placed it there or if it had always been there. But yeah, there's basically a quarterstaff like lying underneath the platform on the dais or the table on the dais. But other than that, the only other thing she seems to be carrying is a series of several scroll cases that all seem to have things tucked into them.
Well, I start off by examining the scrolls.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
If there's anything in the scroll case.
You take this like undo the chain that sort of got on the scroll cases tied to her belt. I'm gonna like take your action for there because something's gonna happen in a second. I want to know what everyone else is doing.
Can I go over to Simone and ask if she's okay?
Okay. As you turn towards Simone, you notice that basically Simone is like she takes a few steps forward and sort of like lets go of the crossbow and starts to like sort of like breathe quite heavily. Roll me a perception check as you're like looking at her.
Okay.
Basically, like as you approach Simone, Ilaran basically blitzes completely past you.
Yes.
Oh,
Good boy.
Wow, he's not a dog.
And he is like a good foot or so taller than her,
Oh, height
and
difference.
Height difference.
he sweeps
So
her up
like-
into like basically like a big hug.
Oh,
I'm so emotional right now.
so unprofessional.
And you're just sort of like you're about to start talking to her like as this happens, and you're just sort of like, I'm gonna just wait until they're done.
So beautiful.
That's amazing.
And this embrace goes on for an
Embrace
entire round. It goes on for 6
Yes!
seconds.
Wow.
Vondal is going to make a joke and say, it's very unprofessional to hug your commanding officer.
At which point they sort of they break apart, and Eleron sort of like dusts himself down and says, "Oh yes, sorry." At which point
At least without asking.
he looks down at
Ruin the moment.
basically her like hands were on his chest, and he looks like he's wiping, like he wipes down his chest plate, and he's like that, like he pulls his hand away and there's like blood on his hand, and he's like, "Oh, you're bleeding." And he's like, "Let me see," and she sort of reluctantly gives him her hand, and yes, she is bleeding.
Oh. It might have been from getting the shackles.
I mean,
off.
yeah, she literally like pulled the manacles off, and she like
Yeah.
she hurt herself doing that.
Oh, poor
And she's like, "It's fine. It's nothing really."
Sure you don't want that dealt with? It's not like it'd be a challenge to deal with it.
She doesn't seem to want to sort of like accept the healing, but Ilaran sort of like he pulls like a pouch that he's got from his belt, and he pulls out like some fabric, and he starts like to bandage it.
Right. Now we have a question in our hands. Where is the actual lady of the household?
And as you pose that question, basically, for the second time in the last few days, the right-hand doors slam open and the marshal runs out with a horde of guards.
Of
God
course,
damn
now
it.
they show up.
Yep. Now that everything's dead.
Well,
I
you
glare
you
at
did
them
kill it
and
remarkably
watch them.
quickly. You killed it all in
We
like
did.
18 seconds.
18 seconds in a drow, and basically that drow just went thunk, 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 dead. We pedaled through the chest.
We basically hit
Gotta
like
do,
everything.
Yeah, we hit everything, and they missed everything somehow.
Yep.
Apart from the shadow murder.
And there were two.
Basically, we got really, really lucky.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, back in character.
Yeah, they basically slam through the doors. What do you guys do?
I say hi.
Vondal's gonna say, Marshall, we need to find Lady Yenna. She could be anywhere, but she's not here.
Yes, indeed. Are they all dealt with?
They're dealt with.
Okay, and he is immediately going to blitz off in this direction. With the guards in tow. Yeah, it takes him ages to get across the room, so you guys are more than welcome to like get ahead of him, go with him.
Arya's gonna go with him.
Yeah, I'm still examining the scrolls and the.
I would like to stay
Or
with
stuff.
Ilaran and Simone, even though I'm like third wheeling hard.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kelariis, what are you doing?
There's not really anything of interest on it. I'm just probably gonna move back to like stand here with V.
Okay.
Grim can handle himself, I'm sure. Grim,
Yeah.
you better not fuck up now.
the scrolls were booby trapped.
Also, I would like to ask a
Explosion.
question.
Yeah.
Kelariis didn't roll a wisdom check.
I didn't get hit.
Didn't take damage.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's only if you take damage, right? That's right.
Mhm.
I thought it was
Yeah.
every time you use the sword.
Oh no.
Nope. That would be bullshit.
That would be
That would
Yeah.
bad.
It's good that you didn't take damage then.
Yeah, so basically, those of you who are following the marshal charge off into the corridor down the same room, Arya, that you followed V2 last time. And the guards are there, sort of there, just like, Marshal, what's going on? And he's like, stand aside, you fools!
You fools!
And they oblige and they stand aside, and he basically runs into the room. As the rest of you run into the room, you see that it is indeed the Lady of the Hall's chambers. It's a very beautiful, like it's got like a common room, and then off to one side is the bedroom. And everything seems in place in the common room, and as you round the corner to the bedroom, the first thing you see is Lady Yenna in her ballroom dress from the previous evening, lying on the bed.
Unconscious?
Dead?
From this angle, you don't know.
Can I move closer?
Yeah, the marshal just sort of like stops for a second, and you basically have like a thing you can move, an opportunity where you can move in and examine her.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer.
Medicine check.
Watch you get a 0 on it and just be like, she's dead!
I mean, it's still not great.
She's not conscious. You're feeling for a pulse, but you're struggling to find it.
Great. Can I do a medicine check as well? Not that great at medicine, but
Sure.
why was that so hesitant?
Because I was
Oh,
contemplating
well.
making you do something else.
Well, it doesn't matter. That wasn't
You
right.
can't find a pulse at all.
Can I try and shake her awake, just in case?
Oh, she's dead!
Like do the normal kind of rouse someone from unconscious, like shaking, splashing with water,
Uh,
and that doesn't work.
as you place your hands on her and shake her, and she starts awake, like, oh goodness,
Oh, thank God.
Lady Yenna, you okay?
yeah, I'm fine. What happened?
Evidently, at some point, a drow has taken your place, and there's been a slight fight, shall we say?
Marshal, I don't understand. We finished in the courtroom, and I came back to my chambers, and I felt tired, so I lay down on the bed. Please, you must explain.
I'm basically going to relay everything that's happened over the course of the day,
Right.
all the court case stuff, and of course, the encounter.
For the sake of brevity, the last thing she remembers is walking into her chambers and suddenly being filled with the desire to go to sleep. At which point she fell unconscious in the bed, and until you woke her up, she assumed it was still the same day.
Right.
Well, you would be wrong, ma'am.
Roll me an Arcana check, just as she describes this.
Both of us.
Yeah, both of you can.
Aww.
LOL.
I love how you've rolled better with a -1.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no!
she's basically describing to you the clinical symptoms of the spell sleep.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Could you imagine if it was instead like I can't remember what it's called. That spell where you just give them a one-word instruction. Just say to someone, sleep.
Suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, suggestion. Imagine if we just cast suggestion, gone sleep.
Considering the behavior that you saw the imposter Yenna recreating, you assume that she had to repeatedly enter the chambers to reapply her disguise and reapply the sleep.
Oh, so that's why A, she was gone so long, and B, she was so eager for the break.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly it all makes sense.
Shit.
Yes. Now her actions seem to make sense to you.
Gotcha.
God damn it. Well,
Right.
at least we dealt with it quickly.
And
Quick and efficient.
yes, basically with that we will take a brief break, and then I will tell Grim what the scrolls are. Well, I won't. I might not tell him what the scrolls are. Depends on what he
Yeah.
rolls.
Hey.
So we will be right back.
Okay.